Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. We're back again with another post-market analysis video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the SPY and whether I think we're going to take a pull back tomorrow and maybe within the next few days. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions and your stocks of interest in the comment section as well of this morning's video. So first of all, let's talk about the SPY. So right off the bat, what we have here is the SPY futures is moving right now after market, and I personally want to see the stock tank just a little bit more. Like this little pullback, I think this is the beginning. I want to see a major drop, and the reason why I want to see a major drop in the SPY is because right now we are at a level of resistance. Let me just pull that one back just a little bit more. Right now we are at a level of resistance right here. Okay, right there. Y'all see that, right? So we try to make it above and then we could not after 4 p.m. It just took a 180 turn. And I think this is just the beginning. It will be very interesting to see exactly how it opens up tomorrow, whether this negative 0.38% could get smaller to like 0.70%, but we will see. And if that happens, then we can expect the SPY to open up near around 3470 or actually no, 3480. Yeah, somewhere around 3480 before we see a major pullback. And it honestly will be healthy for the market as a whole, because we had this massive pump now here, and people want to take their money off the table. It's human nature. People want to take their money off the table. The scenario would change if it opened up higher, like 35.22 in the morning. Then we might have a different discussion. But as of right now, the way it's looking, a pullback would be nice for literally everybody. And then a setup later on for a move upwards that the market would decide on its own later on. But that is my thoughts on it, and don't be surprised tomorrow if you do drop. Now, let's talk about the stocks. Okay, the very first stock that we're gonna talk about, Peloton. In this morning's video, actually, this morning's video, for those of you who did not miss this one right here, I specifically told all of you, right? I specifically told a lot of you, especially the beginners, that we have a very clean flag over here. Okay. But the one thing that I hated about this stock is that earnings was in the way, and that two things were going to happen through earnings. And apparently, the stock decided to take the downward route. It didn't open up at 130 or 140 like it could have. It just, if you look at the bottom on the news, like if you look on the news section of Thinkorswim, you can see that they crushed earnings, and yet it still dropped. It literally says right here, it says it smashed earnings expectations because everyone is working out at home. But then again, they have supply issues. So there's, again, it's a gamble. It's a 50-50 coin toss. And I hope none of you put your money in this to go long and just stayed out of it completely. Again, the market is huge. So I don't see why you will even try to risk it on contracts, especially for those of you who like to play YOLO calls or YOLO puts. On contracts that expire tomorrow, like literally, I can tell you right now with like a lot of certainty that everybody who bought calls, those calls are worth exactly $0.00. And then the puts are not even gonna move that much because it wasn't even that wild. But yeah, honestly, like this, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it to me. And it might go down even further, probably to like $100. I would love to see it at $100 tomorrow. We'll see it. We see exactly how it opens. If the SPY opens lower, then it may drag the stock down a bit lower to like 113 before we see a massive dump right out the gates. That would be excellent for the bears, right? And yeah, that is my thoughts on that one. The next stock that I want to talk about is Rocket Mortgage, RKT. And RKT has been doing great. For all of you who've been tuning in, who bought the stock when I talked about it this morning, yeah, it moved up quite a bit, and especially there was some nice gains on the option chains as well. So congratulations to everybody who was able to catch that move. And yeah, it does have some upside as well. So let's look at it on here. Again, I did mention that I want to see it around $23 before we drop a bit. But given the market circumstances, we never know. We'll see exactly how it opens. So definitely keep your eyes on Rocket Mortgage as well. Another stock that one of you actually asked about was QDEL. And QDEL, let's see. QDEL. I like it right now because of this right here at the very bottom. There is a huge amount of people buying in. And I know for a fact that there are a bunch of short sellers in here. Very, very, very greedy short sellers in here that didn't cover here or here or here. They're just patiently waiting for the stock to tumble all the way back down to 100 so that they can take their money off the table, which is not a wise move. So yeah, I talked about this a very long time ago. I think when it was in October, when it was around this price, and so far it's still consolidated sideways. So definitely keep your eyes on this one for a move upwards. It's at 284 right now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing open up higher and crush these short sellers right here, and then move on up to crush these short sellers right there. So definitely keep that one on your watch list. If you look at it on the 3 minute or the 5 minute time frame, you can see that so far it's looking pretty good. It's up by $2 after market. It's looking fine. I don't have a problem with it at all. If you're long in this and you made money, good job. I'm not bearish on it yet. Not yet. Okay. Now the next stock that we should talk about is BYND. And BYND, I mentioned it this morning as well, and it did great. It popped up here to 52, and there was some money to be made here, and to be made here as well, especially on short-term contracts. So if you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the stock is still uptrending right now. I'm not bearish on it yet. It's been like annihilated for a while. And so far, this is looking pretty good. So definitely keep this one in your watch list for the next few days that are coming up. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I do want y'all to be very cautious because earnings is on the 9th. I don't know. The 9th is in 4 days after market, so just keep your eyes on that and move up to 170 before earnings will be great. That way you like cash in money, and then if you really can't help it and you really want to go through earnings, then you can just go in with a very like tiny amount. And yeah, so that will be kind of like a gameplay for this one. So just watch this one for the next few days, for tomorrow and for Monday. The next one that I want y'all to see is PayPal. Somebody asked about PayPal, and I was bearish on it at first, and then it dropped in that zone. And now I see a morning star right here, the combination of these three candles, and it popped up even higher. And right now with the way the market is going, I would not be surprised to see it pull back to 202. If we change that to it pulled back to 202, followed by a drop to 195 will be great for the stock. It will really be good for the stock, and then some consolidation coming up in the next few days would also be nice. Again, yeah, this move right here was great. People are gonna want to take their money off the table. Yeah, there was a lot of money to be made here, so you can expect people to start taking their cuts and taking their money off the table very, very soon. Another stock that some of you asked about was Roku. And Roku, again, let's look at Roku on this time frame. Yeah. So Roku is also showing a flag right here. But the thing about that is that it had earnings and it did great until it didn't. Like this right here breaks so many hearts. Like it's really sad. Like you really have to empathize with everybody who got in here. Like in the first 5 minutes, like your pupils get so massive, and you're so excited, and you're like, oh my god, I made 10x or I made 20x on short term contracts. And then the stock just goes the other direction, and then it just breaks your spirit. Nobody won here. Literally, I can tell, like everybody who everybody who bought calls or puts literally made like nothing. If not, they lost money. That's the sad part. It's so sad. So yeah, that again, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it for me. Like especially for beginners, this is like best practice. Don't gamble through earnings because it is a gamble. It's literally straight up gambling. Just some updates on some other stocks. Apps did extremely well. Yeah, it bounced nicely. Again, I said it was gonna go to 35, and it went up to 38, and then today it went up to 43. For those of you who watched the morning's video and were able to catch this one, congratulations. There was a lot of money to be made here. So yeah, congratulations to y'all. Another one that moved up was Plug. Plug moved up very well. There was some money to be made on the stock as well, even intraday too. Perfect entry is right here. Perfect exit is at the close. So yeah. Another one is JMIA, and JMIA looks like it's about to roll over. Long term, I'm still bullish on it. Short term, it may pull back just a little bit to like 1860. So yeah, for those of you who are new to this channel, again, this is the crash course right here. It's called a cup and handle pattern. It's very simple, very easy. It's right there, and we've been covering the stock since the very bottom right here. So congratulations to everybody who was able to bank on this move. So yeah, that is for the post-market analysis video. If you got value from the video, destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. If you're new to this channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you get notified whenever I release these post-market analysis videos, which are usually released between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released every single day from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 Central Time AM, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB. If you're brand new to trading and looking to make some money in the stock market, there are step-by-step directions in the description of the video. You can definitely check that out. It only takes 15 minutes to sign up and to get this amazing tool called Thinkorswim. This software right here that I'm using is called Thinkorswim. It's free for all to use after you sign up with TD Ameritrade. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull using the link below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using the other link below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. Have a good night.